Happy Friday Eve, everyone. You have made it almost completely through week 2. So, let's get an update on our egg in vinegar real quick. I'm not sure how well you will be able to see this, but I'm going to try my best. You see that little white speck right there? So remember that vinegar is acidic, and so it is slowly working through the layers of the eggshell. Um, this is a much lighter tan that this egg is becoming. The stuff right here on the side is the outermost layer of the eggshell. So it's starting to come off nicely, and you're starting to see a different color up underneath. Remember, we're going to check this every day so that we can monitor the changes that vinegar has on an egg. And soon we'll be able to see the entire membrane of an egg completely and it not splash everywhere. So it's going to be cool. So make sure that you are checking in every day. Today we've had another beautiful day of weather. So what better way to celebrate you almost making it through week 2 than making a snowstorm in a jar? I can't think of a better way. So you will need baby oil. You will need acrylic paint. It doesn't have to be white. I just chose for it to be white because every time I see snow, it's white. You will need Alka-Seltzer. You will need a fourth of a cup of water. A fourth of a cup is not very much. So, guys, if you're doing this at home, you don't need very much. Literally less than an inch, okay, of water that you will need. And you're going to need a container. Some of the videos that I saw, people did this with 2-liter bottles, perfectly fine. I'm choosing to do mine in a mason jar, okay? So what we are going to do first, I have my mason jar right here. This is filled 2/3 of the way with baby oil, so you're going to use a good bit, so make sure if you need that you have enough to replace it. So we're going to take our fourth a cup of water, and this is going to be our snow color. So we're going to take our paint, and I just decided to use a spoonful. Acrylic paint is a water base, so it's going to be able to mix very quickly and very easily to get you a nice white color that will become your snow, okay? So you're going to mix that up just for a couple seconds. Make sure that's mixed in well. Nice, there's your snow. Then, move this down a little bit more so you can see. Remember, this is baby oil. We're going to pour in our water and acrylic paint mixture. You can already see it start to form some nice looking snow. We're going to let that settle just for a second. As that is settling, remember that water and oil, they have different density levels, so one is heavier than the other. So the water will move one way and the oil will completely separate. So if you think about of the giant oil spills that we had a couple years ago, then where all of the oil was on top of the ocean and then it would slowly settle down as it broke down, that would be a great example of this happening in a jar. Alright, so it looks like most of our paint has settled. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to take our Alka-Seltzer. You're going to see another chemical reaction, kind of similar to the one that occurred yesterday with the Mentos. So I'm going to drop this down. That was a whole one that I just now dropped down. And here is your snowstorm starting. Look at that. Parents, remember, as always, food coloring is always an extra bonus. So if you wanted to, kind of like with our lava lamps that we made, if you wanted to add food coloring, you absolutely can. But the difference with this activity than the lava lamp one is that the paint, since it is a water base, it will stay at the top longer than it did with the lava lamp, and so it will start to make a cycle where it will stay up at the top just for a little bit, and then it will gradually fall back down to the bottom. So that is your activity, and you can kind of start to see that with some of the paint falling back down to the very bottom of this. I'm going to add in another one just so you can see. There it goes again. So, super cool. There is your snowstorm or blizzard in a jar. I hope to see you guys here again tomorrow. Don't forget to share this video. Bye.